Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger. My friends, 2XKO is sort of out again. So we're now in early access. We were in closed beta before, now we're in early access. We're sort of out. I'm going to say we're more out than we've ever been to this point because they will start taking your money now. So we're sort of out. Other than the fact it's not out on console now, we're sort of out, right? And there's a lot going on right now. Not the least of which, hey, we got two all-new characters. And yes, from the previous follow-up video, they announced Warwick was going to be playable today, like the minute after I posted that video. So I didn't know, but now we got him. And no, like he's kind of big, but like he's not Braum big. Like he could have been bigger in my opinion. But I guess let's start with that. There's a lot to talk about. I'll timestamp this, but let's talk about Warwick. So we got Teemo. We knew Teemo was coming out, and we already had a decent idea thanks to like the trailer and all that. And like we know what's going on with Teemo to a degree. Warwick is sort of all new. We really didn't have much of an idea he was coming out like right now, and he's out right now. So let's talk about what kind of character he is. And if Teemo is like lame, runaway, like all that kind of stuff, then our boy Warwick is hyper aggression, not the least of which is like stuff like all this projectile zoning. He's got so much anti-projectile, like it's ridiculous. Stuff like S1. S1's a quick overhead, and this is where I should mention this. Yo, we got frame meters now, just like Street Fighter. Very helpful, will help you a lot learning the game. This is an incredible boon for the game. And also, you can see there's a little legend on the side here, so you'll have a really good idea what's going on with the various info here. Like it's just amazing. Like props to Riot, an amazing ad for the game. But yeah, back to that overhead. So the overhead can hit depending on like when it connects, like in about 24 frames, it would say, from start to finish, which is reactable. But the beginning, the first few frames of this move doesn't look like he's actually airborne. The obvious part of this is later in the active frame, so it might be a little bit less reactable than you think, but we'll see where it goes. Also, it does leave them in a grounded state, so certain partners will probably get a lot more out of this than others. That's nice. Also, he has forward S2, big old bite, and that just is an OTG okay move by itself. For me, you know, big SNK fan, this is like so King of Dinosaurs coded, it's ridiculous. Like, that's good. More people need to learn from King of Dinosaurs, especially that bum T-Zoc, always ripping off his style. It's a little slower, but hey, it's just a free flip. It'll put him airborne, and fun thing is, it's cancelable into his supers, so that basically means if he can get you in a grounded state, he can always land a super. And you might notice that little red bar on the bottom left is going up when we're doing supers. We'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, so the overhead, well, it's an overhead, knocks down. If you hold it, he runs. And he's completely projectile invulnerable while he's running. So if Teemo's doing his thing here, you can just run past it and just keep on going. Also, forward S1, which is a bit of like a headbutt kind of move. Same deal. If you hold it, projectile invulnerable, he'll headbutt you and put you into a tumble state. And both these run states have, besides just a projectile invulnerability, have another layer to it. If you jump while doing it, instead of the regular jump, you'll be put into the primal leap, which gives you a completely different move set to work with. And you can manually enter that by doing down S1, and it'll just force you into basically a command leap, and you get three options from it. You get a dive kick, which will launch. You'll get a big old kind of like cartwheel kick, and you'll also get a command grab. So dive kick, usual rules of dive kick. If you space it right, it can be plus on block. The big old flip kick is always plus on block. Also, you can hold the leap, by the way, and get more range on it. And that move here, if you are at the right distance, can indeed cross up. And of course, the command grab, well, if you block, you get hit, right? The move will also hit if you're close enough, so you can use that to go into various combos. And once again, the held version, you just go flying, right? Helps the fact that he has wall cling. And when you're wall clinging, you have access to all those moves as well, right? So it like kind of turns him into Vega a little bit. You can go yoo and grab you, right? So that's pretty fun. S2 here is basically Berserker Barrage. It's a mash okay move. Also good for filling your bar, which we'll talk about. Down S2 is an air invulnerable uppercut. So not too many defensive traits besides universal stuff in this game. So that's quite strong. And yes, we have that. That's what happens when you fill up the meter. So when you fill up the meter, things change. Like one, you run better. So notice how he runs like a wolf, right? Like as you would expect. In default state, run is just a run. Like I was like, how come he doesn't run all fours? Like, was it not in the budget? Turns out it's saved for the state. Also, while you're in the bloodlust state, if you have any recoverable health, you can actually, with certain moves, get your recoverable health back. Like say the King of Dinosaurs move we mentioned here, forward S2. So that becomes a giant hit grab, right? That completely changes the move entirely, and you'll regain health while doing it. And speaking of moves changing entirely, so the headbutt we talked about earlier, right off the run, now it just becomes a gigantic wall bounce. Also extra terrifying because if you do it up close, it'll switch sides. So hope you were blocking cross up, right? You're gonna get gimmicked out by that, I'm pretty sure. Also, this is the part where Riot, if you're watching, when you have it set to auto bloodlust on, I don't need to watch this animation every time. I'm actually kind of already sick of it. Just start him in bloodlust. Thank you very much. But yeah, other things. We talked about the mash S2. You can mash more, get more damage, great, and also it can become special cancelable into your other moves. So slashes can go into the uppercut, then uppercut can go into air S2 and like go into various just new normals, right? Or you can cancel the uppercut, like double jump cancel into like the primal leap and get those various moves out from there. Also, I should mention here, he basically has double jump in a way. The double jump, which is bloodlust only, will put him into the stance without the need of the jump itself. So he has the dive kick, the actual axe kick, and the command grab just as like a double jump option. So really strong. So basically you want to build towards getting bloodlust. Like small hits will get you there, but basically all of his various like S2 buttons are more keyed to give you a lot of bloodlust. Like the uppercut itself, like will get you most of the way there just in and of itself. So try to work that into your combos. And of course, supers, we got Maximum Wolf. So he'll dive off the wall here and just, you know, big ol' hit. It is air okay, by the way. So that'll give you a bit more freedom for various combos. The S2 super is just a big old rage of slashes. And it also pretty significantly raise your bloodlust bar. So if you're already grounded, this probably might be the one you want to go for. And the level 3, well, level 3, you know, big scary cinematic, right? And it'll just automatically put you in bloodlust if you're not already in it. So if you already got the meter to spend, usually level 3 is a good call regardless, but you will get a substantial bonus just for using level 3 because you'll be in the state. And actually, just to talk about assists, I think his assists are pretty good. So his back assist is basically the uppercut itself, and puts the enemy in a good amount of hit stun, so it might be good for combos. His neutral assist is that headbutt, and it causes a tumble state, right? So it's going to be character to character, but some characters will probably be able to abuse it. Like just toss them out, run after, and you might get something afterwards, like character to character, right? And again, because it's a tumble state, if it hits him on the wall, it will do the wall splat, right? And that just gets extra strong. So I think overall his assists are pretty okay. So a couple quick other notes, and this is just my brain's broken, but assist Teemo with Warwick makes me think Sabretooth, right? Because then it's like, Birdie! Yeah, boss! Like, I don't know, my brain's broken, I'm sorry. But here's one interesting piece of tech. So Air S2 counts as an overhead. It's a high overhead in this game, right? And it's just, you know, low enough to the ground you think you might be able to scam people. And, well, you can't normally. It will absolutely hit people standing. But if they're crouching, like, it ain't gonna work, right? So how do we force the issue on that? So he actually has a way to force it. If you make someone block a charged heavy, it will force them to stand no matter what, right? So that's one interesting thing. So you can do that, dash cancel it, then go immediately for Air S2, and here I am, Jinx, I'm just going to crouch block the whole time, right? And you're forced standing, so if you're holding down back, you are going to get hit by the instant overhead. So if you can make someone block a charged heavy, then he basically gets a 50-50 on you. Definitely something to explore. Like, this is the beginning of the tech, but just something neat. And then there's the unfortunate case of his Updog. Yes, my friends, Warwick has a terminal case of Updog. I'm sorry. Here I am making Wolverine and Sabretooth comparisons, when obviously the character he has the most in common with is Gambit. Because, and this will certainly be fixed, don't get me wrong, but for the moment he has the infamous Gambit glitch where you can just completely fly off the screen, and it's actually dirt easy to do. So what's even happening here is dirt easy. All you gotta do is hit him with Air S2, the follow-up, and when he's doing the follow-up to Air S2, right there, just tag him. That's it. I specifically tag into him. So just to show you an example here, tag in, do it, tag out, and we're out! We're off to the races, folks! I let this run for a while, actually. Eventually, and it's going to be too long for this video, eventually the screen will just turn black. But yeah, so you just kill the game, basically. Now, if you hit buttons, he eventually will come down. It glitches out hard. It can be quick and fast like that. Sometimes it'll be a very slow fall back to the ground. You can play around with it yourself. This is a historical note, because this will certainly be patched out. But yeah, once again here, just when they're in the air, just do Air S2, the follow Air S2, and tag out, then tag back in as he's doing it. And then he's off to the races. It's actually quite easy. Technically, this is tournament legal until explicitly banned. So if you got like a tournament tomorrow and they don't say you can't do it, you can do it, I guess. But yeah, so this is here just as a historical piece, because this is definitely getting fixed. So that's a little bit of an overview of Warwick, and of course some of the training mode stuff, as adding a frame meter is actually fantastic. But there's a lot more than just that, because once again, the game's early access now. It's sort of out, and we got lots of new things. We got a battle pass. We got a storefront, right? Like, there's a lot being added here. And just to note some things here. So, battle pass. There's a lot in the battle pass, like a lot. And it's going to be up for 100 days. So, like, you'll get time to earn your stuff, right? And with some things, you know, as fighting game players, we're not as used to battle passes as compared to other games. And some things are a little odd to me. Like, skins, emotes, stuff for your avatar, that all makes perfect sense. But, like, right at the beginning, like, one of the first things you have here is the Zon stage. And stages in a battle pass seems a bit weird. Cosmetics, sure. And I guess they're following the logic that a stage in a 2D fighting game is, frankly, cosmetic. You know, a stage in a 3D fighter, be it Tekken or Virtua Fighter, Soul Calibur, that a stage in a 3D fighter informs the gameplay. A stage in a 2D fighter, unless it's like Injustice, is just background, right? So I guess it's not inherently bad it's on a battle pass. It's just, I don't know, a little odd, if you all allow me. It's not the end of the world, just it's something I noticed. And of course we have characters now, right? And you might notice there's a big fancy lock on a lot of these characters. So this is a free-to-play game, as you would, right? So you will have to, you know, put some time and money in. So they have a system specifically in place. So you have champion tokens. So I can say, pick a character here. We'll pick Jinx. And I can use one of my tokens to unlock Jinx. And boom. Sure. Jinx is now unlocked. Great. And that'll how it works. And you can purchase champion tokens, of course, naturally. And now as for the unlock system here, they did post this. So you can use your champion tokens, which, you know, are for sale, or you can use the premium currency KO points, again, for sale, and you can use these to unlock the champions pretty as you please right away. There is also credits, the green free currency, right? And you can purchase a character for 10,000 credits as well, so for free, just play the game. You'll unlock the credits as you play. But that's only going to be after a new champion's been out for a few weeks, I think 3 weeks specifically. So in the first few weeks of the character, you can either use an unlock token or the premium currency to unlock them. And afterwards, after 3 weeks have gone by, you can use the earned in-game currency to unlock them. And this is where I should mention here, in case you're unaware, in training mode, everything's unlocked out of the gate. So like I unlock Jinx, but I unlock Warwick. I can still pick Warwick in training. You can pick everyone training. And if you play in offline mode, everyone's also unlocked forever as well. So the unlock process is mostly for the online experience. You'll still be limited on skins. You still gotta unlock those, right? But to be fair, that's cosmetics, not gameplay, so I think that's perfectly fair. So in training mode or in offline play, everything is always available to you. Otherwise, open up your wallet or play a bunch, grind a bunch, unlock your credits. Speaking of which, if you go into combo training, you will unlock credits just by doing combo trials too, so that's an easy way, beyond just playing the game, to get credits. And then let's talk the actual store now. So, there's a store! There's all sorts of things. One thing I noticed here, the skins, the premium skins available, is rotating. You will not get them all right away, it would seem. I logged in with a different account, and the options were slightly different. So I wanted Zombie Hunter Jinx, because I think that skin looks cool, and I apparently cannot get it right away. And there is the starter edition here, which, admittedly, on first glance, there's a bit of sticker shock. As I'm Canadian here, I see $139 Canadian, and hey, but don't worry, that's the best value. And yeah, that threw me for a loop. Once again, this is a free-to-play game that will let you play everyone offline for free forever, so there's give and take on this. I look at something like this, the standard starter edition, and what does that give you for 40 bucks Canadian? So if you're American, it's going to be less, right? Probably about like 30 bucks. It gives you 4 champion tokens and 2,000 of the premium currency. So 4 character unlocks for 40 Canadian or maybe 30-ish American. That it's a free-to-play game. I guess that's kind of fair. And 2,000 of the premium currency, that'll get you one of the fancy legendary skins. That'll get you the deluxe version of the battle pass out of the gate. So once again, free-to-play game, I don't know, it's not the worst. The second one up here gives you 8 unlocks, even more premium currency. So giving us roughly just double the price, double the unlocks, right? So I don't know, I guess, sure. And then of course, hey, do you want the arcane skins? Because I know a lot of you want the arcane skins. So if you want them, hey, you'll get more unlocks, more fancy premium currency. You'll get like a bunch of things on top of the skins. And like, I don't know if I wanted the skins, but then I saw Arcane Vi. And then like, maybe. So as for spending money on the shop, that's a decision between you and God, I suppose. If you want to, go for it. If you don't want to, well, then just keep playing the game. You'll unlock enough credits. And eventually you will be able to unlock everyone for free. It's just a matter of putting time into the game, right? But then that doesn't give you like weird Killzone Teemo. So once again, the call is yours. So we'll see, a large-scale free-to-play fighting game is a bit different for me and, well, for pretty much just about everyone. Stuff like stages, I mentioned the Battle Pass, like, I think it's a little weird that the stages in the Battle Pass. It'll be up for sale after the Battle Pass is done separately, so, if you don't want it in the Battle Pass, you'll eventually be able to get it with credits to the free currency. And we got a larger patch on the way. I'll make a separate video when that patch is live, which I believe will be the 9th. This patch has some bugs, it has some small balance changes, but the big stuff's being saved for that secondary patch. This counts as Season 0, not Season 1. We're not out yet, so Season 1 will be in January sometime, I believe, and then that'll begin the new cycle where there'll be 5 seasons a year for ranked online play, and from there, there'll be a new character with every new season, so 5 characters a year. So the fact that we got, like, surprise Warwick, consider him a bonus, I suppose. So by the end of next year, we'll be at 16 characters. We're currently at 11. And after a couple of years go by, well, like even after the end of year 1, really, like they're going to have to change this character select screen almost immediately, right? Will they just squish the icons like Street Fighter? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm always interested in UI changes when there's just too many characters in a game. But yeah, this is effectively the beginning of 2XKO, so keep on the channel. There'll be a lot more coverage of 2XKO as we go forward. Now that it's sort of out, I might do a character guide or 2. We'll see how that goes. And I really want to know what you think about everything, the whole experience. Like, the characters, like Warwick, Teemo, what do you think about the monetization? Because once again, here in the FGC, we're not as used to this. We buy our season pass, we get the characters in the season pass, we move on. That's usually what we do. This is definitely a bit different. I do want to use this moment here just to say thank you, Riot, for putting sideburns into the game, proper sideburns. As a sideburn haver, there's very little sideburn representation in gaming. So thank you very, very much for that. As someone who rocks the chops, big ups. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's about it for the video. So more coverage in time to come, but that's it for now. That's it for me. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some 2XKO.